Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. It's Cynicalex, and Silver Surfer has finally been officially confirmed, announced. The data mines were accurate, and we have a sneak peek to confirm that he will be coming, presumably very, very soon, and also Tier 3 if you were sort of eagle-eyed enough to see it. So next update sneak peek. This is really cool. This is a banner on the intro on the intro page when you open up the game, and if you click on it, it will load up the YouTube video, and then you can watch it. Now, we're not going to watch that one. We're not going to watch that one. I got another one for you guys to watch. But we're first going to take a look at the post on the Netmarble forums for Silver Surfer that I have rank 55. Oh boy. So let's check this out. Whatever. This is CM Fragment. They said May sneak peek number 6. Oh, CM Fragment. It's already June, brother. You're like 8 days, 9 days late. A sneak peek has returned. I don't know. Sneak peeks returned. Did they go somewhere? A hero with cosmic skills has appeared while the Guardians of the Galaxy members are fighting against the extraterrestrial threat. While many of our agents are already collecting information about the new hero, we would also like to share more detailed information. I wonder who this could be, guys. A silver hero who flies through the galaxy. An American hero frozen in ice who wears red, white, and blue and throws a shield. Who could it be? There are so many options. Is it Black Panther? Could it be, I don't know. Yeah, so anyways, he should definitely join us to solve these space-related issues. Stay tuned for detailed information. Listen, Netmarble, the only space-related issues are my inventory. Yeah, you gotta fix that. It's still a problem. The other problems that Silver Surfer needs to solve is that we don't have enough content. The content that we have is not difficult enough, and we don't have enough content to use all our roster in. Timeline Battle has never been reworked. Alliance Conquest never been reworked. Okay, so anyways, as far as when we should expect this update to land, I want to give you guys a little bit of a backstory, not a backstory, just history lesson, whatever. Just judging by the recent mid-month updates, this was the April 1st, April Fool's, Scarlet Witch Tier 3, and so the server patch was sent out in waves. So the patch will be applied in waves. There may be a slight variation in receipt time, in when you receive it, times between agents. So it started at 10 p.m. Eastern, which is 7 p.m. Pacific time. You can just take 7 p.m. Pacific time and translate that into your time zone. And then this is basically the same text that they posted for the Black Widow update, where they got the snowsuit for her and the black suit for Yelena. So remember, we got these two uniforms, and they fixed a couple of things here. That was also, again, sent out in waves, and there can be a slight variation, and it also started at 7 p.m. Pacific. So my guess is that 7 p.m. Pacific tonight, which would be 13 hours after this video drops, we will start seeing Silver Surfer come out on the server with the ability to Tier 3 him and the ability to purchase his uniform. Now, there was an issue the last time, actually both times. Both times that we had Silver Surfer, both times that we had a both times we had Silver Surfer. Both times that we had a mid-month update for Scarlet Witch and for this one here, Yelena and Black Widow, there was an issue. Essentially, when you downloaded the patch, and you don't have to go to the Play Store to download the patch. You basically just open up the game again. If you want to know how to do this, essentially at 10 p.m. or whatever it is for your time zone, you will basically just close the game and open it up. And then if the game prompts you at the splash screen, if it prompts you to download a patch, that would be the patch for you that would give you the ability to Tier 3 Silver Surfer and the ability to buy his uniform. However, even though the patch was sent out for Scarlet Witch, her uniform, and her Tier 3, and the patch was sent out for these two here, it didn't work for a lot of agents, and they had to release multiple patches. In the case of Scarlet Witch, I believe they had to release 2 or 3 patches because the first patch didn't work, and then the second patch hid everything again, and then the third patch fixed it. And then on the other hand, for Black Widow and Yelena, we know that Netmarble, when they make a mistake, they want to make that mistake multiple times. So they actually, I believe we had 7 patches in a row. It was like, yeah, it was a disaster. It wasn't like anything. It was a disaster. So hopefully, I hope that we won't have any issues with the Silver Surfer mid-month update being rolled out, but I'm guessing that it will be coming 13 hours from now. Now, for those of you that are still wondering and still curious about whether we're getting Silver Surfer Tier 3 or not, let's take a look now at the sneak peek here. we sort of skipped ahead and read everything else and talked about the landing time for the update. But let's check out now this sneak peek. It's quite good. Once again, shout out, kudos to the sneak peek team. This sort of mimics and sort of calls back to all the cosmic and space sneak peeks from the actual Guardians of the Galaxy Epic Quest update. We don't see the chains. We don't see any of the characters in the distance. That's okay. But we do see 2 planets, and then we see a familiar white Flash. Whoosh. And he's coming in hot and fast. And they reused the music from one of the other sneak peeks, but it's really, really good music. Now, you're probably wondering, where's the tier 3? Is it in the planet? Is it over here in the lights? Oh, it's over here, right? No. I didn't notice it at first. It took me a long time to notice it. Some people in my chat noticed it. As Silver Surfer's flying in, and as his body changes from white to black, or from silver to black, I want you to take a look at his chest. Did you see it? It goes by really quickly. You got to use the arrow key, or not the arrow keys, the comma and period keys on your keyboard. Oh, we're having a bit of a loading issue, but right there. That's probably the most clear indication. So you may have to zoom in, you may have to take a screenshot of it and take a look, but there's a T there, and then the 3 is pretty obvious, actually. The 3 is quite noticeable. When you pause it, it's much more noticeable than when you're watching it at full speed. At full speed, you can't even see the T, but you can definitely see the 3 when you freeze it. And then I also have a screenshot that I can put up here of the exact same thing. And this one will let you guys know that, you know, this might not even show up. Nope. That did not work at all. Okay. Let me just grab the image itself and I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. Boy, oh boy, does OBS give me a lot of crap. There you go. So you can see there. Oh, we can even zoom this in. You can see there. It's very clear there. There's a T and there's a 3. So once again, shout out to the sneak peek team. I love it. I think I speak for everyone in the game. I know I don't speak for everyone, but I think I speak for everyone when I say that these are the tier 3 sneak peeks that we love. The ones that are puzzles, the ones that are hard to see. We don't need, you know, we're not babies, we're not children. We don't need a big, you know, T3. That was 5. T3. We don't need that, right? This is really nice. I really like this. It brings the community together. People work together to find it. It's like a puzzle solving situation. This is the way it should be. So thank you, Sneak Peek team, for making the game, not making the game, but, you know, making the game of finding the tier 3 sneak peek icon. It's sort of a game in and of itself, making that game interesting and fun and challenging. So Silver Surfer's getting his tier 3. My guess is it's going to be, like I said, in less than 24 hours, in like just over 12 hours. I'm ready, obviously, to tier 3 him. I'm probably going to tier 3 him right away just because I love the character. But I will do some testing and maybe put out a video, maybe try to put out a video with him with just his uniform. Now, in case his uniform doesn't change much about him, I want to run through some PvP fights with him now and show you guys how I play with him. He's a very fun character to play. He has to be, well, he may not need to be built super aggressively after he gets his uniform because he'll have much more stats to work with. But if his skills are the same, or if his skills are almost the same, I can sort of show you how to play him. So at the beginning, you want to stall with your iframe on 2 to sort of get your other skills off cooldown. You don't want to waste them against Cyclops because he's not a threat. I'm going to do 5, and then I'm going to see what Jean does. Okay, she goes into, okay, we're going to do 4 for the iframe, and then boom, we kill her. You want to sit on the iframe on 4. Again, we're going to do 5, and then we're going to do 3 this time to get a heal and to pop that off. There, she does that, and then we just casually do the 4. Boom. Here we're gonna do, okay, she went into her iframe, so we're just gonna do 3. Boom. You want to play pretty cautiously, and you want to play pretty slowly with the 3rd skill, counterattack. You don't want to spam it. You don't want to just press it haphazardly because it can be quite easy and quite finicky for it to be knocked away or sort of interrupted or just to not work here. Again, we're going to stall with the 2nd skill. I think against Silver Star-Lord, we're going to have to use the 3rd skill, but let's see. Oh, the tracking on that one's nice. Okay, he interrupted my 5. We're going to do our 4 now. Okay, he's essentially dead. Now, we want to back away. We don't want to do the 3rd skill just yet. We're going to do... Oh, we're dead. We're probably done. I'm spamming 3. No. Okay, that's the only situation where I will spam 3. Here, we're going to wait, let her jump. The thing with Silver Surfer is his 5, pretty much all of his skills, they can be interrupted if you spam them. So you want to make sure that he's not being guard broken before you cast those skills. You can also wait in between doing 5 and 4, because if you know a character like Jean Grey doesn't have penetration except on her 5th skill, and she's not going to do her 5th skill, you can just do 5 and stand there, and you can watch the enemy kill themselves to reflect. He doesn't have a lot of reflect, but they will take the reflect damage on top of taking the 5th skill damage. It works really well against Thanos. I'll try this team as well to show you guys what it looks like, but basically, I preach a lot of patience with Silver Surfer. You can't just rush in and spam all your skills like that. We're going to use 4 here just to stall for a little bit more time, and then we're going to use 5. There, see, she interrupted my 5. Yeah, so he just, it's very touchy. It's sort of like Nimrod. Silver Surfer is kind of like Nimrod, so if you've played as Nimrod, you know what I'm talking about. Here, we're just going to do 5 and let her kill herself to reflect. That's the patience that I'm talking about. Okay. We're going to do 4 here. I'm not really a big fan of this, but we're going to do 3. Okay. We're going to do 5. Oh, we didn't dodge that. I think we're dead. We're dead because he just doesn't have enough stats. He doesn't have enough stats to tank all of that damage. We sort of made a mistake in the beginning, but we could have played it a little bit better against Jean Grey. Wow. That Thanos was made of paper. Crazy. I want to show you what he looks like against the Thanos. These are all, like, you know, meaningful fights. I'm not just queuing up against random people. These are 4 points for timeline points. But yeah, if Silver Surfer maintains pretty much the same playstyle, even if they change his skills around, you do have to be patient. He's one of the few characters that you don't want to spam your skills. Really, the only skill combos I do are 5-4 or 5-3. So there, again, see, I got interrupted. So I do a 5-4 combo to try to kill someone when I know they can't interrupt me. Or if I'm facing against another Silver Surfer, I will bait out his 3rd skill, and then I will use my own 3rd skill to kill him afterwards. Here, we're going to let her do something, and then we're just going to do 4. Okay, we got really unlucky, but she did kill herself to reflect. Boom. Okay, not bad. Okay, took a lot of damage there. And okay, there we sort of comboed 5, 4, and 3. I got a little bit desperate and a little bit itchy on the trigger finger, but there's a nice combo here. So here I'm gonna let him see. I sit there and I let him reflect. Boom. So did you see the patience? The fight itself goes by really fast, but I knew Thanos was gonna do his 3rd skill, right? So the way that Thanos' 3rd skill works is he roars in an iframe, but then he spins around you. But when he spins around you, he's not an iframe. So all you have to do is pop the 5, and he starts the birth of a star, and that gives you immunity. Thanos doesn't have penetration, so he can't penetrate you. And then he kills himself to reflect by spinning around you. And then at the end of the spin, you use your 4th skill to go up into the iframe, and then you kill him. And that can happen even if he has... Oh, we're just a little bit... This is going to be a bit sketchy. Okay, we get the 5th skill. No. Yeah, okay. When you... Yeah, I don't really like going up like that. Yeah, okay. We're going to try to come back here. We're going to do 5. She's going to do this. We're going to do 4. Wow. So, unfortunately, she interrupted our... Wow. Really unlucky. Really unlucky against this Jean Grey. We're going to have to just do 3 right away. And we're going to get that. And then we're going to do... Oh, wow. Just right back into 5, eh? Really unlucky. Really, really unlucky against this Jean. Just really toxic skills. Really toxic rotation. Just no mercy at all. Like as if a real player were playing her. Just immediately waking up and going into the 5. Just complete... Yeah. You can't... With a tier 2 character against Jean Grey, you can't do much against her. Richard Rider could... I mean, obviously, if I had my 3rd skill off cooldown, I could as well. But... yeah, he's really fun to play. I just preach a lot of... And I recommend a lot of patience when you're playing a Silver Surfer, because if you cancel all of his skills, it can kind of leave him... I don't know. His 1 is pretty lame, obviously, and his 2 is just for the iframe. So if you sort of waste 4 and 5, if you waste all of those skills, then you're sort of left with nothing. So here we did 5, and we're just going to sit on that, and then we're going to do 3 to interrupt her. Wow, we didn't kill her. She's very tanky. Okay, this is going to be tough to kill her the 2nd time. We're probably going to do 5 into 4. Yeah, we're going to do 5, and then we're going to go into 4. Wow, almost didn't kill. I did the 3 there as safety for her. Okay, he's going to go into his iframe. We're going to bait him by surfing away. Wow, lots of damage. What is that? Oh, it's a regen. Wow, I'm surprised. We're going to let him reflect here. At the end, see, we waited for his immunity to disappear. And then we're going to let him reflect. And then we're going to go up into 4. You have to be patient. You have to wait. Okay, he's going to do this. We're going to interrupt him with 3. And then 5. Let him reflect. Let him... Oh, he's got his penetration up. I don't know. Maybe from his 5. We're going to try to interrupt him with 3. We have to break the cycle of this fight. Yeah, we're dead. We were in a bad cycle where we weren't doing enough damage in between sets. In between like skill rotations, we weren't doing enough damage to Thanos, and he was healing it all back up. So that's why I was trying to switch it up by interrupting him. If you interrupt the AI, especially for Thanos, sometimes they do weird stuff. Because if they're stuck in a loop, and oftentimes this is a very tanky Thanos, they will get stuck in a loop of doing, 5-4-3 or something like that. So I was trying to interrupt him because he was just doing 3-4-5, and my Silver Surfer basically didn't have an opportunity to do enough damage because he's got an iframe on 4. It's mostly an iframe on 5, and it's an iframe for the first part of 3. So you have a very limited window with which you can do any damage with Silver Surfer, right? Another combo you can do that I didn't do very often is you do 5 and you let them iframe, and then when they iframe, you do 3 and you interrupt them. And so by interrupting them with the counterattack on Aura of Radiance, then they take damage from 5, because 5 has a lot of lingering damage. Like he opens up his hands, and that star stays there blasting you for like 3-4 seconds. So then on the second you interrupt them, and then they take the last 2 seconds worth of damage on top of the damage from Aura of Radiance, and then they usually die, which is pretty nice. It also has damage accumulation, which is really nice. So anyways, that's Silver Surfer. That's how I play him. He usually gets me a lot of wins. He's very fun to play, very technical. I had to practice a lot with him. If you make mistakes, you lose. If you don't make mistakes, you usually win, which is what I love about characters in Marvel Future Fight, and what I love about gaming in general. I don't want to just press buttons and win. I want to know that if I make the right call, if I do the right combo of moves, I'll win. And I want to know that if I just goof around and press whatever, I'll lose, right? That's to separate a good player from a bad player. A player that practices from a player who's just trash and just pressing 5 with Jean Grey and drooling all over the phone. So let me know what you guys think of Silver Surfer Tier 3. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.